So we've got Fade, we've got Nexus. I mean, I would also throw Stadium in there. There's about 5 or 6 drivers you could basically put in for the title at the moment. It's just a case of will the races go their way, and if they get the distance.
Exactly, that's a very good point, because Fade got caught out by the rain in Australian qualifying yesterday.
Yep, Stadium got caught out by some kind of turn 1 incident. Weasel, he's a little bit off the pace today, but he just had an unlucky run. Blaine as well, another one with an unlucky run. So
indeed, we haven't seen much from Blaine today.
No, we haven't. So, with practice 2, we obviously got pretty good practice 1. There were some accidents, some pretty fast times set in by the likes of Nexus. What do you think we're expecting from session 2 today, Silly? A bit the same, or do you think the guys are going to be going for more push laps?
Well, let's see what the weather's like to start with, but I imagine more tyre testing, more fuel testing. Don't expect to see spectacular laps, nothing that we're going to see in qualifying on Sunday, but yeah, it should be a good session nonetheless.
Should be a good session. I do think we're going to see a few drivers go out there and push it a little bit today. The likes of Welsh, he had a lot of long tyre running the other day. I think he got a lot of data out of that. We also have a couple of driver changes for this evening. A quick announcement from Mercedes, your old team. They are shuffling drivers like a pack of cards at the moment. Craig has decided to step down and focus more attention in the Formula 2 League with ART. And just for a quick mention, the Formula 2 League will be kicking off this Saturday at 8 PM. So looking forward to that. And taking his place it's Jazza, former reserve driver. He didn't last long in the reserves, and he's been promoted to the first team. And judging by what he did in the Red Bull the other day, he's a fast driver and one to watch. I'd say going through the midfield. We also have MRL Atom taking Goblin space in McLaren today as well, another one of the potential reserve drivers. So it's looking pretty spicy on the grid this evening. Even though it's practice, we've got 17 drivers up and ready.
Indeed, yeah. First time we're going to be seeing MRL Atom out on the circuit, so that'll be interesting to see how he acclimatises to this racing league.
And yeah, exactly. He's, as I said, he's a race behind and a good couple of practices and some sessions behind. So, you know, unlike the rest of us, have had a good interaction with each other on the grid, and kind of after one race probably already know what driving styles we've got. He's very much new to the fray. And yes, Hondo98 in chat is give my homeboy the recognition he deserves, and that's just talking about Nexus. Well, no doubt we are going to be seeing and talking about Nexus an awful lot this season. He's an extremely talented driver, and he's got some huge amount of pace on him in that AlphaTauri.
Not to forget mentioning his consistency.
Oh yeah, he's barely ever set a foot wrong. I don't think he has, to be honest. And yeah, he's, as I said,
not that I can remember.
No, yeah, I think he drove flawlessly in Australia. Again, definitely my personal pick for potential championship winner already, and we're not even at race 2 yet.
Been a lot of chatter about that this week, hasn't there, in the pit lane?
There has, and I think it sparked something within the drivers. They're looking to. They were looking to challenge this theory, you know, so we've got a lot to look out for. We do have 17 drivers on the grid with us at the moment. We are expecting the likes of, oh dear, my brain is absolutely fried this evening. Blaine. Oh, how could I forget Blaine? He's probably going to murder me later on for forgetting that. But yes, we are expecting Blaine a little bit later in the session. There are a couple of spaces left. Just looking through the driver list at the moment to see who's currently missing. One of the AlphaTauri drivers is not with us. We have both the Haas's. Let's have a look. One of the Renaults is missing. We're both the Red Bulls. Yeah, so that would make it. So if we had the other Renault, the other AlphaTauri, and Blaine in the Mercedes, then we would have a full stack this evening. Oh, we have someone who has just joined us, Crustos. Never heard of this guy before. Let's see what he's going to be stepping into this evening. With Blaine arriving, it will be the Renault or the Alpha Tower he'll be driving. A replacement for one of the other drivers. So another newbie on the grid we've not had a look at before.
Indeed, yeah.
Should be fun. I do like watching the newbies.
One to watch tonight, I think, is Alexander.
He is ridiculously fast on the old potential. He's
I
more
had
of
a
a
look at the quick time trial times earlier, and he was top of the board with a 1:35 something. I can't remember. I didn't write it down sadly.
135, ouch. That's
In time trial, yeah.
he could be a dark horse for this season then. He may be a race behind, but you know, there's still 19 races to go. It's 19 sets of points to come. So maybe Nexus might have a run for his money. We shall see.
Yep, like I said in the last two streams, it's all very well having that pace. Has he got the consistency that goes along with it? Can he stay out of trouble?
Exactly. We'll find out soon enough, I believe, as we're about to get practice underway. The pit lane's pretty quiet at the moment. I do see one of the Ferraris getting ready to come out with King of Kart. That's his Little Haze. So we're just going to see as we have one of the Red Bulls coming out as well. It's all about to kick off this evening.
Are we taking bets on how long King of Kart is going to last?
We could do. Looking at the
He hasn't lasted a single session so far.
just looking, and we're doing that sound glitch again. Just looking at the tyres that everyone's going out with. The majority of the field are on the hards or mediums, so they're starting off on their long runs. It's only Little Haze, King of Kart, that is out on the softs at the moment. Just bear with me a second, folks, while I sort this sound thing out again. There we go, and we're back to the lovely noise of V6s, and we've had a yellow flag in the first sector already.
Yeah, I think that's just people going slowly, getting some gaps, warming their tyres.
Yeah, there's a possibility of that. Yep, so let me just get rid of some of this. Perfect. So, currently following one of the houses of Octo at the moment on track. Another rapid driver. Both the Haas drivers are absolutely rapid, I have to say.
Indeed, good race. Team of the week last week. Can they continue on?
Yeah, let's see. I think they're a well-communicated team. That's the thing. Fade and Octopus. We'll just call them Octopus because Octo just seems to it confuses my tongue. They are. You know, who would have thought 4 letters would be so hard to pronounce? Yeah, I think they communicate really well. I do notice them together chatting a lot. So, yeah, I think they're going to be the more well-oiled team out there at the moment. So let's see who else we're going to. So we're on board at the moment with Nexus and the Alpha Tower. He's on the hards. He's just started his first flying lap. We have another yellow flag in Sector 1. I thought it was something pink. I thought that was off there. Oh no.
It's a slow-moving racing point.
There was as well, and there was also a close one with. It must have been Welshie who was going slow there. Let's have a look. Yeah, it was just Welshie just getting out of the way there of Nexus as he came round the first corner. So Welshie's out in the mediums. Oh, there's a flying racing point behind him. Ooh. They're not exactly leaving each other much space on the track this evening. So back on board with Octopus. He's out on his flying lap at the moment. Let's see what he can do on the mediums. I do believe he wasn't in the first practice session, so you'd think he'd be a little bit behind, but I think this guy's got enough pace in there to make up the difference of missing Monday's practice session.
Yeah, the beauty of being in esports is you've got a Formula 1 car in your house 24/7, so even if you miss the actual practice sessions, you can still jump in it whenever you like.
That's exactly it, and I mean it's just that, but it doesn't have the same kind of feeling as, even though it's just a practice session, is being out there with this many other drivers, and there is the opportunity to get slipstream off of them down the straights, as we see Little Haze, King of Kart, doing a 1:28.3 on the softs, Simpan's on a 1:29.4 on. Let's have a little look to see what tyres he is on at the moment. Is he on the hards?
He's on hards, yes. Yeah. Same as King as Car.
So Hayes is still in the pit. Crustos is still in the pit. He's taken up the mantle of the other AlphaTauri this evening. Paul Boba's back in the pits. Looks like he was just doing an installation lap.
Scrub them tyres up.
That's exactly it. So Scott is out on the Red Bull at the moment. He's going for his fast time. Well, I say fast time, he is on the hard, so let's see if he's just going to do some limited running or if he's going to maybe push that Red Bull out for a few extra laps. Again, the Red Bull boys did miss practice on Monday, so... And they are another coordinated team. I think with them and Haas, they are both well-oiled machines. I just think that Haas has slightly better oil when it comes to the overall outfit of the team.
Yeah, but we are only one race in, so I mean they can capitulate quite quickly.
Indeed, that is very, very true. They were, the focus of a little bit of controversy in the first race come the end of the second safety car with a bit of braking as one of the McLarens gets out the way of Scott. Yeah, there's a little bit of controversy surrounding those guys at the end of that race, but the stewards decided to let it go, being at the opening race of the season, but I think they got a bit of a stern slap on the wrist and told, don't do it again.
Exactly, yes.
As we see Scott go up into fifth with a 1:29 on the hards. Alexander's gone second in the Renault, and Octopus has gone third. So it's not much of a difference. I think Little Hayes hasn't really got the most out of his tyres because he set his 1:28.3 on the softs, and Alexander did his 1:28.8 on the mediums.
My screen's saying that Cart has done that lap on the hard set of hards.
I'm looking on the street. Who are we looking at there for the hards, to say? Because I'm looking at Alexander at the moment, and he's on the mediums.
King of Kart is on a set of hards.
King of Kart is on a set of softs at the moment, I'm afraid to correct you with.
This must be my spectator menu then.
Yeah, because I'm looking at him right now, and he is currently burning a hole in those Red Bull tyres.
That's weird, it's showing white on mine as well. That's mental.
Let's see, let's have a look at the extra details. Yep, he's done 2 laps on the softs with Atom out of nowhere with a 1:28.2 on the mediums, and then wow, King of Kart, Little Hayes, a 1:27.638 on the softs after his third lap. Oh, and he's spun and he's bent it. That's weird. Yeah, I think you might be right. I think there is a problem with the telemetry because his tyres, imagine. Oh no, I'm looking at Hayes. My apologies. I'm getting the brothers mixed up there. Hayes is on the big Hayes 95. He's on the hards. And he's just came out and he's just head-butted the wall.
Well, that was a good start then.
Because straight up the pits and straight into a wall. He's lucky by the looks of things to have gotten away with any damage. So, yeah, lucky boy. Crustos has also just gone round. Oh, we're picking up all the action on the camera this evening, folks. On the soft tyres in the sister AlphaTauri, the stand-in driver this evening, he has also just decided he's going to spinalla it. See, kind of slows down and accepts that was a bit of a dodgy. He's doing a little wiggle as his teammate Nexus goes flying past. Yeah, not the best start to your career here at ORL, but we've all done it several times. So it's just Paul Bova, Crustos and Hayes yet to set a lap. On board with Paul Bova at the moment in the Racing Point. Just going to follow him up, see how he gets on. He's currently Sector 2. I'm going to keep the tyre chart up just for now because I kind of like it. It does kind of get in the way slightly, but I can just do that. As he sets himself a 9th place time of a 1:31.22 on his mediums. Fade, however, hasn't had the best start. He's on his 5th lap. on the mediums with a 1:33.21 is his fastest time. The times are kind of shifting about a bit. Bwandi has done 1 lap on, I believe he did it on the hards, so he's done a 1:31.6. He's now decided to come out on the mediums. He's just started his first fast lap on them.
Well, she's sitting pretty up there in fourth with the 1:29.4.
Yes, indeed. He's going slow at the moment. I think he's just letting some traffic past, or is he coming to a halt? No, I think he's just got out of the way. Sensible driving there from Welsh. You're getting out everybody's way by literally taking another track.
Out of fuel.
Oh, well, that wouldn't be too good. I hope he makes it back to the pits. No, I think he was just genuinely getting out of the way, maybe.
His fuel light's flashing on my screen, but again, all my screen's a bit messed up, isn't it? I've got different tyres to what you've got on the stream there.
Yeah. You might be right. He is probably in a limp mode there. But as you're right, 3 laps in the mediums and a 1:29.4. That's pretty respectable from Welshie. So he is out trying to get some faster laps, that's for sure.
Yep, looks like he's pushing it today, which is good. It's good to see.
It's good to see.
Same with King of Kart.
Yeah, it's good to see him out. As you said, let's hope he can actually get to the end of the session with at least 4 wheels on his wagon this evening. I think that'll be a great confidence boost for him tonight. Because the Ferrari boys have not exactly had the best of luck in the first couple of sessions with us this season.
Well, if we go back to the consistency talk again, that's something that they really need to work on if they're going to be challenging for the titles, because Big Hayes does have the potential there.
They do indeed, yeah, I completely agree with you. And you know, you're not going to win the season on just 1 lap per track. You know, it's the long game. We're doing, you know, on average about 29 laps a session for a full race. So yeah, they've really got to do something about it. And I think as the season grows, the confidence grows amongst the pack, I think they will start to become more consistent. I just think we're going to see more experienced drivers obviously benefit from season 1, but you know, we're not going to talk about season 2 yet. We're not even 2 races deep here.
Yeah, let's not get too ahead of ourselves. We've got F2 starting obviously this weekend as well. That was a good laugh the other evening, 2 nights ago, where we had a bit of an F2 practice.
That was fun. Those cars are incredibly difficult to drive, but they are incredibly fun as well. Just proves that why I'm in the commentary box anyway, is everyone else is a lot faster than me.
Exactly, yeah. And you're a lot faster than me, so imagine how I feel.
Oh well.
I did feel like I went and did a couple of laps in the F1 car after using the F2 cars, and it's like playing snooker and then going to play pool.
Oh, it's 2 different worlds. Yeah, we did the online lobby, wasn't it, straight afterwards, and I just forgot how the F1 car handles.
But the analogy I'm trying to what I mean is if you go and play snooker first, yeah, I'm obviously rubbish at snooker and I'm half decent at pool. But then you go from playing on a massive table to a pool table, and it feels like this game is so much easier now, and you'll do 8 ball people easy peasy, and that's what I felt like with the F1 car. You just got so much more grip. The F2 car is harder.
It is a lot harder, you know. With it's all down to the driver setup and preference and style as well, rather than, you know, power units, etc. I suppose that analogy went over my head is because I'm both terrible at pool and snooker, but we'll leave that for another day.
Yeah, I need to work on my analogies.
Just on board with Nexus, he does his outlap. He's on the softs right now. I believe he was on the hards, and he didn't get the most out of them, I don't believe. Yeah, his best so far was a 1:31.7 on the hards, so he's the slowest out of the hard tyre runners.
Yeah, Octopus with a nice 129 dead on the hard tyres.
Yeah, that's pretty damn good going, I've got to admit. So we're just going to go into...
It's half a second faster than anybody else on the hard tyre currently.
So a 129 dead is showing as mediums for me. I think your telemetry tools this evening is lying to you.
Yeah, the in-game telemetry is just bugging out, I guess.
It's not liking you this evening, is it, at all?
No, not at all. King of Kart's best tyres have now changed to softs, where it was hards earlier, so...
Looks like the game
must be having
yeah, we've had a couple of drivers this evening saying it's been a bit funny before the session started, but fingers crossed we can keep going for the entire 90 minutes, the 60 minutes. You may see the timer in the top left counting down from 75 minutes at the moment, but rest assured, once that hits 30 minutes to go, the session will end as we are only running 60-minute practices. Still on board with Nexus, just following him for his fastest lap. Let's see how he gets on with his set of softs. Locking up and going really deep there at the moment. He's doesn't seem to be peaking like normal, but we'll just see how that goes as his teammate nicely gets out of the way, but he runs really deep before he hits the back straight. That will not have helped him there.
Hashtag sandbag.
Hashtag sandbag. That's it. He's just trying to give the other drivers that feeling that they've got a chance on Sunday.
Exactly.
So Sector 2, a 106.554 from Nexus there. I do think he's slightly slower this lap compared to some of the best times, especially Little Hayes or the King of Kart. Tell you what, I would not want to be a set of tyres on Nexus's car. As he goes third fastest as Nexus with a 128.0, but Weasel has just done a 128.057, so 3 thousandths of a second. Oh, we have a yellow flag in Sector 3. Is it just a slow runner? I think it was just a slow runner. Hayes is doing some long running on the hard tyres at the moment. He's obviously just wanting to get that extra bit of a long feel. I'm not too sure about the strategy tyre strategy for Sunday, Silly. A 2-stop is probably the most common thing, but do you think anyone outside the top 10 may stretch to a 2-stop?
I mean, it's... A one-stop is possible here.
It is very much a one-stop, but yeah, you know what it's like.
I don't think we're getting near the top 10 doing a one-stop though. If they'd have to go soft to hard to be able to make a one-stop work here, unless they really drag them out.
I mean,
soft to hard out.
Yeah, you're completely right. We would have to see some extreme tyre conservation from the top 10 if they fancy doing a soft to medium stint on Sunday, and I can't really see that happening if I'm going to be brutally honest with you. Well, she's fallen. Sorry?
If I was outside the top 10, I would probably go for a medium to soft run.
Yeah, that would be something I would probably want to do as well. Just take it easy in the first stint of the race and then go all out in the second set. As Welsh's donned a pair of the old soft boots, and it looks like he's just going for his fastest lap run. Currently sat in 11th on a 129.4. We'll just follow him around for a little bit and see how he gets on.
Yeah, my thinking behind that strategy would be, I don't think there'll be a massive accident at the beginning, so I reckon you should be able to stretch it out for a while on the mediums, and then if you come in and put some softs on, there's more likely to be a safety car towards the end of the race as people get tired and lose a little bit of concentration.
Exactly, yeah. Well, you just said it there. There's the game changer, is that safety car. And, well, we saw it twice in Australia. Bahrain, we're not expecting to see it as much, but anything can happen with online league racing. And, you know, it can, as we saw last week, it can be the difference between winning a race and not finishing the race at all, if we look at Blaine's case.
Exactly, yeah.
I think he's still a bit better about that because he was on for a shot at the win there.
I don't think he would have got it though.
I think Nexus would have held him off.
He's a great driver, but yeah, I think Nexus had the better strategy.
He did have it. I think with Blaine moving on to the hards and kind of not changing sooner, I think he was playing for safety car. But unfortunately, that was his downfall. He was losing a lot of time in the hards in the Australian race, and yeah, I think that's what overall would cost him the race in the end. Unfortunately.
Yeah, Faye's just had a massive tank slapper coming out of where is he? Coming up to the final corner now, so
Fate really kicking it then as well. She moves up to 7th with a 128.5 on the softs.
that's a solid time.
It is a solid time as well. And here's one. Caparaz in the Williams, a 127.8 on the softs.
That's a very good lap.
That's a very respectable lap indeed. That reminds me, that's who we're missing at the moment. I'm just going to say the other Williams driver because my brain is just not getting the drivers' names at the moment. Stadium. Sorry about that, Stadium.
Yeah, we're seeing a lot of these big names have been fast in previous sessions. Some of them down at the back of the grid here, they must be just doing long runs, trying to not show their hand before Sunday's race.
That's it. Yeah, as you said, I think the key word there, as said before, is definitely sandbagging. So we have Paul Bova out on the softs, going to start his fastest lap in the racing point. I'm just looking at the whatchamacallit, racing. Oh, I've just got a notification there from Welshie that Crustos is Mark Spiel. So thanks for that update there, Welshie. Really nice.
The guy setting a 128.5 while texting you.
Multi-talented as our Welshie. Sometimes I really wish drivers would match their Discord names up to their in-game names. It makes my life so much easier. We have got a little bit of drama in the... Oh, we have a spin. Paul Bova has spun it off. I'm catching them all this evening. He's looks like he's stalled the car. Yeah, they're gone. And he's got the car going again.
Oh, we've just had Phage just spun off on the where is he?
Yeah,
to one.
So the drivers are really pushing it to find the limits of grip. Chaz is out at the moment on a set of softs on that beautiful looking Mark. I love that black livery. Before I got distracted, there seems to be a little bit of a drama kicking off in the Discord. There's an incident on the first lap that we seem to have missed between... and I can't read because the Red Bull writing is extremely blinding. Dorosab and Atom seem to have had a little coming together. We didn't see that, so hasn't affected them overall. So we'll let it slide.
Backed him at turn 4 apparently.
Yep. I think that's
it was only an outlap.
Yep, I think Welshie he's just got all the data he needs. I think that's him for the session. The Alpha boys have just notified the pit wall there and it's got back to us. He's got all the data he needs for this evening. So that's great. I think that's all you need sometimes. You can only do so much and then you've got all the data you could possibly want.
Got to save that engine and gearbox, haven't you?
Yeah, that's it. Well, the gearbox is not too bad. You can replace that from practice. It's, as you said, it's the engine, the MGUK, the turbo elements that if you overcook them in practice, then you've got nothing to run the race with. But the gearboxes you can swap out for practice sessions. There's no penalty for that one. Oh, it's Chaz that goes round and he's binned it big style. Oh dear. I do believe Welshie may have been quite nice on the lobby setup today and turned damage off because that would have been a session-ending crash for Chazza there. So he just lost the back end going round and the car just dives straight into the wall. It's a sore one. It's good to see that he's back on the road. Lovely warm set of softs now. But unfortunately that has ruined his fast lap.
Yeah, he'll need to take a cool down lap now.
He will.
He needs to remember not to use so much of the curbs.
Well, that's what it looked like. It looked more like he'd just cut in a little bit too tight, and as he was coming down into the dip, the back end of the car stepped out. And once you've got that momentum in these cars, there's not much you can do about it.
Yeah, the curbs on this track are very unforgiving. You put too much power when your wheel's just slightly too far over the curb, and it will rotate the back end round.
Yeah, exactly. So we've got Venom, who's done 10 laps on these cars with a 129.6. Just seems to be going for a nice long stint. most impressive so far is Alexander, sitting on a 128.8. Oh, sorry, not Alexander, Octopus. Let me look at that right. He's on a 128.7, and he's done 13 laps on his mediums, so he's really testing the long game out.
Yeah, Fade's done 14 on his mediums as well. That's a really long run.
Looks like the Haas boys are going to go for that one-stop medium soft run.
I think that's what they're testing, yeah.
I think they might pull it off. Very consistent drivers, the two of them, and they seem to be really good with the cars. The cars really like them. So yeah, I think they could pull it off. They could be Nexus's biggest threat this race. We see the racing point of Simpan's getting wheeled back into the garage. He's just done a lap on his hards, and I think that's him.
We've got the two brothers jostling back in... where are we? Just going into Sector 2, I think it is.
Yeah, indeed. Oh, this is Big Hayes because a real big tank slapper behind his brother there. Really unsettled.
I think they're both out on long runs on the hard tyres, but they just seem to have found each other on the circuit.
Aren't you meant to be the acting team principal? Shouldn't you be having a little word on the radio here, being like, right, boys, calm down, calm down?
No contracts have been signed yet. I'm still team principal of Mercedes.
They are absolutely racing each other. This is brilliant to watch. Are we going to have another Brazil 2019?
To get their consistency up. Bit of side-by-side driving, get that practice in.
Out of that, they're going to end up putting each other into the barrier. This is wonderful to watch for a practice session. Ooh, just got to just keeping an eye on Discord at the moment. It's getting quite funky. I'm enjoying it.
I'm enjoying this Ferrari battle. Sadly, I don't know which number's which.
That's a very good point. I think they could be at this for laps and laps, you know that.
They're on the hard tyres, so they don't think they're going to have to come in anytime soon. Depends whether they put enough fuel in their cars. Exactly,
and I think they will be. I love how he's weaving in front of his brother, trying to get some warmth in those tyres. Couldn't get more off-putting if you want. We've got Beth Jones in the chat. Support for the Ferrari boys. Yes, very much the same, Beth. Let's hope they don't take each other out in practice. Wouldn't be a good omen before Sunday's qualifying and race, that's for sure. That might put a bit of a thorn between them. We have a yellow flag in Sector 3. It's only brief, so it just sounds like it was somebody that just ran wide or slowed down.
So as we're coming up to the 30 minutes to go mark, do you reckon we'll see anybody going for King of Karts fastest lap later on in the session? I
think we do. I mean, knowing Nexus, there's no way he's going to not end a session without at least a decent shot at the top. Atom's been pretty fast as well. He should be worth a watch. It's good to see Weasel back up there. He really didn't have the best Australia, not in the slightest. But it's good since Ferrari's are battling again. This is great to watch. Oh, that's tight. Oh, bit of argy-bargy between the brothers there, knocking each other off the track. Naughty, naughty.
Was that called a brotherly hug?
A brotherly hug? We'll find out when one of the cars stopped by the track and the other one abruptly stops 5 seconds later. But yeah, as I was saying, Weasel had a really rough Australia. His practice one didn't exactly go to plan either, so it's good to see him right up there, right behind King of Kart. Jesus. And they're just going for King of Kart and that. Weasel, as I was saying, speak of the devil, Weasel the fastest lap of the session. Fantastic stuff from Weasel.
The opposite to a commentator's curse. You just blessed him.
Blessed him.
What a time.
I'm going to get some requests now very shortly before Sunday's race. Like, please talk about me.
Yeah, so far you haven't commentator cursed anybody, and it's been me that's the commentator cursing commentator.
You're vocally cursing them. I seem to be physically cursing them when I affix the cameras to their car. So it might be that it's like, you can talk to me, and as long as you're watching them, we'll be fine. It's the Ferrari boys are still going at it. This is great, and they're very consistent with each other, which is really nice to see. But I do have the ominous feeling of disasters incoming, and there it is!
Oh, one of the Ferraris did it!
Ah, there's the curse! There is the curse! I couldn't write that. You could not write that. Oh.
That was perfect. It looks like his brother's actually slowed down.
They must
Looks
be.
like they're both enjoying this battle.
They are. I think they also may be running some streamlining to see how fast they can go in the hards. You know, I can see that being paid off as a tactic. There are a couple of really long straights here at Bahrain. So to tow each other up and down the straights, you know, and swap around every couple of laps, beneficial. The problem with this is you're in that dirty air, you're going to heat the engine up, you're going to heat the tyres up. Overall, you're going to lose a lot of performance doing that. As we see Dorosab out on the... He's out in the softs in the Williams. He's taken Stadium's place this evening. One of our F2 drivers is Dorosab. And if you are interested in watching the F2 feature race, that will be 8 PM GMT on Saturday evening. We will be hosting it live here on Twitch. Details to come, whether it will be on this channel or a dedicated F2 channel, but we will keep you updated when and if that happens, of course. A lot of drivers in the pits at the moment, Silly. I think it's a cup of tea time for most of them.
I believe so. Get out the car, stretch your legs, have a look at everybody else's lap time, see where you're maybe missing a little bit of time.
Yeah, sounds about right, as we've got one of the Ferraris in the pits. Hayes has decided he's had enough. Oh, there we go. There's Fade with a 127.2, 0.3 faster than Weasel. Haas boys are really going for it this evening.
That's a stonking lap.
Is as we see Nexus is out on an out lap. Let's see what tyre he's on. He's on the softs. I knew this was coming. We have Papa up. Oh, my eyes. I need to get a pair of glasses. Peppa up. Listili Loctizi. I'm just going to call you Pepper, sorry about that. Racing Point family. Do love the Racing Points. Pretty quick.
Gotta love the Pink Panthers.
Pink Panthers are beautiful. If things had went our way, we'd be driving the Pink Panthers for F2, but let's just say to be confirmed. Team commentator would be lovely.
It would be quite fun, yes, to get out of the box and get in a car. And as
would.
we discussed at the beginning of the stream, them F2 cars are great fun to drive.
Yeah, I've never actually raced one in anger, you know, nose to tail with another one, just a practice session, so it would be fun to see how they handle in the dirty air of another car. Next.
Something I noticed at the end of Fade's lap there, I swapped over to him and I've got the overlay on. His ERS was still at 60%, so that wasn't even a full push lap.
Wow. So he's being quite reserved as well.
Well, that extra 60% could probably get him another, what, 3/10?
3/10 at least, yeah. Absolutely. It depends if he had all the time to deploy it, though, that's the thing. Maybe he was at 100%, he may have not managed to get it all completely deployed in time. As we're on board with Nexus, as he's absolutely push at the moment in that Alpha Tauri. Always forget that pronunciation. Alpha Tauri or Alpha Tauri? What do you think?
Tomato, tomato.
That's pretty much it. As I think Nexus is pushing. He likes that top spot, does Nexus. So he's almost 3/10 up on his previous best through Sector 2.
ERS usage is down to about 50% now.
So he's been burning through that ERS. And here he goes. Let's see where he ends up. Will he be a challenge for Fade? Second place. Oh, just less than a tenth. Less than a tenth between Fade and Nexus. Wonderful lap. He'll be kicking
Looked like
himself.
a very solid lap as well.
It was, yeah. He had a little bit of a squirm coming out of the first corner there on his fast lap, so that might have put him back. It looks like he's just gone straight into another fast lap. No cooldown, no chill for Nexus. We go down to Chaza. What's he coming out of? He's out on the mediums of the Mercedes. He has set a very respectable time of a 1:28 on the softs, despite deciding he was going to headbutt the wall pretty hard. I have a feeling we're going to get a lot of clips this evening of some of our wayward drivers, which we can use to mock them later on in the Discord. Well, I'm not going to do it because I am one to talk for accidents.
Paul Blover just went wide at the beginning of Sector 3 there, and the two Pink Panthers are nose to tail virtually.
Popova is struggling, I believe, in that racing point at the moment. He seems to have like a pretty good opener in Australia, and he just hasn't found that.
Now.
So they're both in. Venom looks like a slow time on the 1:29.6, but I believe that was set on the hards. He's yet to set himself a fast time. Let's have a little look.
Paparazzi with a 1:27.8. Now, if you watch the first race in Australia, he was reprimanded by the stewards because he was a lap down after a safety car restart and didn't sufficiently move out of the way of the people in front of him, but sat out there in a 7th place on a solid 1:27.8.
It's very respectable as we just watched Venom absolutely slide that Red Bull. Doing alright, Max Verstappen. And Octopus, 1:26.9. So he tops the charts. Haas a 1 and 2 so far.
This man in the 1:26s today. It's a brilliant time.
Yeah, I think these times are going to tumble in the next 25 minutes, if I'm going to be honest with you. We're going to start seeing these guys take these cars out in anger very soon. And I think the top 4 are going to be doing a tit for tat for fastest laps. I think King of Kart might also want to get involved as well, because he's not too far off the pace. Hayes, let's see what he's gone out on. He's out on the mediums at the moment. I don't think he's done a soft tyre run.
Session 1, Nexus was the lead time there with a 1:27.0.
Yeah.
So this is faster than the practice 1.
And we still have time left, so I think they're going to get even quicker. Oh, we just seen one of the McLarens pushing the Ferrari out of the way. Which one was that? I think that was Atom. And Blaine stepping in. Yeah, it was Atom. That was a naughty move by Atom. On the hards, not respecting the fact that Hayes was on a bit of a blinder. Hayes is backed off now and basically just pushed him off the track. That one's going to have to get noted for a little discussion with the stewards after the session. Can't be doing that in practice.
Especially when you're a reserve driver.
Yeah, it's not going to look good when the reprimands come in. I should really have been more prepared to note these things down, but I'm sure I will remember at the end of the session, or I'm sure with your lovely memory and your Ted Kravitz-like voice that you will actually be remind me.
Yeah, I've got my notebook out.
Good man. Don't get it wet.
Dry session.
Anything can change in the world. So see, that is upsetting. Atom pushed Hayes out the way with a very reckless move, and then he comes into the pits. So he wasn't even on a fast lap himself. Oh, I've just
noting down the times.
It's alright, we can scrub that one. Hayes is just notified that he's like, don't worry about it. He was in AI mode as he was inviting Blaine to the session, so no worries about that, Adam. We'll take that one back. The stewards have went, aye, okay. Still, leave your Daniel Ricciardo dive bombs for the race, boys. As Caparaz is out on another set of softs. Don't think he's done much long running this evening. But
Bade's 27.117. His fastest time he did in practice 1 was 27.133, so he's faster than the first session.
Just a little bit faster, yeah. As Nexus is out on our set of softs. I think they may be used. Let's have a wee look. Yep, they are 2-lap-old softs. King of Kart, he is out on a fresh set of softs. Atom's coming out on a fresh set of softs. Capras is on a fresh set of softs. Chaza, Simpans. Whoa, big moment from Nexus coming down the hill. They are swinging the arse of the AlphaTauri out. Sorry, excuse the language. The backside of the AlphaTauri right out. That was pants-stainingly close. So yeah, we have Hayes on the softs as well. 0 laps. Crustos has done 4 laps on his softs. He's coming out for another run, the slowest of the lot so far. And Blaine is joining us at the moment. It says he's on the hards in the Mercedes, so it'd be good to see Blaine getting in on the mix with 20 minutes to go of the session.
Yeah, obviously he's just got back from work. What can he slide in?
Or in the case of the last practice, slide out. But the less of that we talk about, probably the better. Nah, Blade's got a lot of talent, and I'm looking forward to seeing how he's going to redeem himself for Australia, because in no way in Saul that was his fault what happened to him. So yeah, I don't see Nexus going for a fast time on these tyres. He's done a few laps on them now, and that little...
Octopus has just slid in a 126.684.
Oh! Damn! That's fast. That is
Octopus
really fast.
missing from the first session, but in the second session is really putting a stamp down on... You better look out for me, boys, whether you're sandbagging or not.
Otalee in chat is saying, any teams need any drivers? I'm so cool. Just kidding. Well, I'll tell you what, Otalee, we are looking for F2 drivers at the moment. There's still some spaces left for Season 1, starting on Saturday for F2. So if you're interested, check the Discord link at the bottom of the stream and the information. Come join along and get yourself registered up for a seat for Saturday. This should be some great fun, and there is potential if you're spotted by one of the team principals in F1, you may end up with a seat halfway through Season 1 or the start of Season 2. It's the wonderful thing that we've got going on with our league, is the opportunity for drivers to move up and down.
We've also got reserve drivers as well, haven't we? And not all of the reserve drivers slots have been filled up yet.
This is true.
And the rule that we've got with the reserve drivers is each team must field their reserve driver at least 3 times throughout the season. So even if you can't get into F1 straight away, race in F2, and you'll get at least 3 races in an F1 car this season.
Exactly, and that should be really, 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 really fun to see. Is watching these reserve drivers going out and really showing what they've got, because they're going to be out to impress. And I can see some decisions being made. Oh, we've lost Hayes. I think he's just disconnected. The internet connection has struck the brothers once again.
Coming back to the whole reserve driver thing as well, it's going to be a fascinating tactical switching that is going to be held by the team principals and the drivers themselves. If you've got a bad track, then just swap out to your reserve driver.
Yeah, exactly. And I think a few of them have done that already for Hanoi, if I'm right. I can't remember exactly who's swapping it out. I think one of the Red Bull drivers is swapping out and letting the reserves come in. He said, I believe it's something along about, I'd rather bang my knee than race in Hanoi, which is... that
was the McLaren boys, Goblin and Brandy.
Oh, are they both not partaking in the Hanoi Grand Prix?
No, I think Brandy was meant to be missing it. So it doesn't have to be each driver to get swapped out. Say Brandy swapped in one race, then it's got to be Goblin swapped in the next. If you believe that one of your drivers is going to be on a championship run, then you just swap out the second driver constantly, 3 times, and get rid of the need for any points deductions. Yeah,
that sounds about fair as well. I mean, if you've got a faster driver, then let them drive. And as you said, it's 3 runs during the season for the reserve, but it doesn't matter who you take the place of as long as you get those 3 runs. So it's going to be fun to see the McLaren reserves running about in Hanoi. I believe it will be Atom will be taking the place. We have a yellow flag in Sector 2 at the moment. I
do believe it's just one driver is going to be dropping Hanoi. Not the pair.
Yeah, it would be a shame to see the pair of them drop because Goblin's pretty gifted. There we go. Hayes is back. He's connected his potato again. Following Scott on the softs, he's done a 127.458, so the highest ranking Red Bull, saying that. And we have Atom has just taken second spot with a 126.842. A very quick drive from the McLaren reserve there. I think they have put in a good reserve there. I think he's listening to what we're saying about him right now, and he's like, alright, I'm going to put in a bit of a show there for the McLaren boys, show them that I'm better than second-rate driver material.
Sorry to interject, I was just on board with Blaine and he's just absolutely binned it into the second sector, the fast hairpin there.
Oh dear.
Ended up ramming the back of the racing point and just in front of him, I believe, pulled over.
Racing incident though, just a bit of a loss of control rather than a malicious...
Yeah, he ran into the back of Simpan's. He just lost the back end and it was right in the braking zone. There's nothing he could do about it.
That's a shame. Blaine just not having that consistency in the luck at the moment. Unfortunate for him.
Well, again, one thing we've got to bear in mind, this man's just finished work. He's got home, jumped straight on his computer and has joined in the practice session. So, Formula 1 driver with 2 jobs.
Yeah, I can understand how he feels. I'm sitting in the commentary box after a day of work, after a couple of hours break from after work, and I'm exhausted, let alone hammering it around on the wheel. But he has set a time of 1:29.4, faster than Christos. So, yeah, not too bad. The reserve Alpha Tauri driver struggling a little bit, I'd say, on his first outing. As Blaine comes into the pits. I wonder if he's going to switch to the softs and just go for a hee-haw session.
I would imagine so. Or maybe a quick run out on the mediums, see how they're feeling.
Yeah, that'd be a possibility. I think Nex is just banging in some consistent times on the softs to see how far he can get on them. Yeah, he's coming into the pits there as well. Speak of the devil. And he'll come into the pits.
Venom's out on a long run, 6 laps on the medium so far. Oh no, he's not. Sorry, he's pitted.
He's just pitted, yeah.
Oh, perfect timing.
So we've got Pullover is in the pitch, you're right. Hayes is out on the softs. We're going to follow him. Looks like a new set of softs as well, actually. Let's have a quick cheek and see what we can see. It is a brand new set of softs. So let's follow Hayes for a lap on the softs. Let's see if we can get further up the grid. So we'll keep an eye on his sector times as he goes round, but he is in traffic following the Pullover. Maybe he might get out of the way and let Hayes run the run. But we'll see. DRS wide open. He'll be gunning for it.
Blaine is coming out the pits now on a set of super softs.
Ooh, he's on the softs. So Blaine is going to be pushing it. Pullover beautifully out of the way. Well respectable driving there. Sector 1, he's 2/10 up is Hayes. This part of the track's been catching the drivers out quite badly. I've seen a few of them lose control coming down that hill, and it looks like Hayes is backed off of his lap. Feels like he wasn't getting the most out of the car.
Well, we're down to 13 minutes to go now. We're 14 minutes just below that. We're going to start seeing these drivers coming out on softs now, surely.
Yep, Sector 2 yellow flag will be out for Hayes being slow, I believe.
Hayes got out of the way of one of the Haas cars.
Yep. So on board with Blaine at the moment. As the Racing Point is being a really, really nice driver. He's getting out of the way of everybody. Good on him. Tell you what, we do have some very well-mannered drivers in this series. It's really nice to see.
Indeed, yeah. I've got my eyes fixated on the track map, and I'm constantly seeing the little yellow flags popping up, and it's just a slow driver getting out of the way for somebody on a fast lap. It's brilliant to see.
Yeah, Blaine running a little bit wide there in the second to last corner, just before he hits the long back straight. But this was his out lap. It wasn't showing out lap on my telemetry, but I believe he is just going for his fast lap now. So we're going to stay on board with Blaine as he goes for it. Oh. So we've lost Fade for going the wrong way. Disqualification. We have seen that with Craig before though, where it was a connection issue and the AI decided to put him on the car, put him back on the track backwards and got him disqualified. So maybe they think, ooh.
Daisy.
Whoopsie Daisy did. Blaine taking a real sharp line through there, trying to get the most out of the car. He's now just over 1 second quicker through Sector 1 as he goes through Sector 2 where he lost it last time. Beautifully executed into the hairpin there.
In my opinion, this is the most crucial corner coming up now.
Yeah, the double left-hander, you could easily lock up that left front under braking and you would lose so much time through there, but executed perfectly by Blaine as he hits the back straight, whaps the DRS on and floors it in that. Again, beautiful looking Mercedes. I love that livery, I really do.
I wonder if they're going to keep it for this season or not.
I hope they do. I hope the black Mercedes stays because it does suit the car so well. Beautiful by Blaine. He's absolutely nailed the apex of it this time around. Didn't go wide.
And he's also used up all of his ERS already.
Wow, he's been absolutely kicking that Mercedes in.
As Octopus just set another fastest lap of 126.659.
126.659. As Blaine does 801.27.2.
For a man that's only just joined the session, that's a damn good time.
Yeah. In fact, he'll be absolutely lethargic from work as well. Respectable time indeed from Bahrain. Caparaz, I think, has been the driver of the session so far. 6th place with a 127.4.
Man, Scott.
Yeah. Oh, who's just moved up the orders? Somebody jumped up there and I didn't quite notice who it was. Was it?
I believe it was Little Hayes.
Was it Little Hayes? Has he just done a 127.2? Oh yeah. Big Hayes though, sitting on a 128. Oh, it is Caparaz Pits.
Or was it Alexander? It was either King of Kart or Alexander.
It might have been one of the two. As we see, Hayes is going extremely slowly, just getting out of the way of the other drivers. I think he's on. I think his softs are a bit used. Let's have a little look. Yeah, he's done 2 laps on those softs, and yeah, 128.9. I think we were a bit disappointed with that, to be honest. I think he knows he can do better. As Venom is switched on to the softs now with 10 minutes to go in the session. He's looking to improve on the 128.6 that he set. I believe it was on the mediums. Let me just have a wee look and see. Yep, he did 6 laps on those mediums with a 128.6, with Hayes doing the 128.9 on his set mediums. Yellow flag in sector 1. But we're going to follow on board with Venom as he goes round for what will be his fastest lap on the softs. He'll be looking to improve, and I think he will. Venom is a very quick driver. I believe we had him out with us with the Formula 2s yesterday, and he just left us absolutely standing.
Yeah, let's not talk about that. Our abilities as drivers are put to shame when we drive with some of these people. It's insane.
Yeah, I'll have to agree. I thought we were quick, but by gosh, we were so wrong. Hayes is reporting that his client, his game, keeps on crashing. I hope that doesn't happen to him during qualifying in the race. As Venom is in sector 3, he looks like he's really pushed it. Octopus, a 126.5. He keeps finding time.
And those tyres are 3 laps old.
Venom only took 0.4 of a second out of his fastest time on the softs. Not quite what he was expecting.
I'm sorry, but I think Venom's sandbagging.
He probably is.
We need to get an emoji for a sandbag.
That will be done. I will have that done.
Then everybody can spam sandbag in the chat.
Yep. I actually believe with that. I think chat would agree as well. We've got some sandbag emojis. You can put it next to the driver that you think is absolutely sandbagging it right now. Dorasab, 3 laps on his softs, and Atom with a 126.2. Wow. Wow, the McLaren reserve driver stepping in for Goblin with a 126.2. I think the McLaren team principal is going to have some thinking to do when it turns up the driver lineup, because that was quick.
Bear in mind as well that we've still got 37 minutes of the session to go, but we're only running for another 7 minutes, so the track hasn't done its full algorithm, but it's not bedded in properly as it would have done if we had played full 90. So
exactly,
if we carried on for the extra 30 minutes, the evolution is the word I was looking for. Sorry, he could get into the 125s. I would say.
Definitely agree with you. But we're not going to give them that opportunity tonight.
No, not at all.
So we're on board with Nexus again, as he's still going round on the softs. Uncharted territory for him, 7th place. But again, it's only practice. This means absolutely nothing apart from data for the drivers for Sunday's sessions as he nips into the pits. Will we see him go onto a new set of softs with 6 minutes remaining and go for a Hail Mary lap? we
So
will...
as we're coming into the last 5 minutes, who's your standout driver of the session so far?
For me, it would have to be Atom. He has come in, he has jumped into Goblin's seat, and he has gone out there and he's slammed in a silly fast lap. A 1:26.2 is fantastic. So
Just to make everybody aware, I cannot drive that fast.
I would have no intentions of it. Blaine having a little bit of a wiggle just before going to the back straight there. It just looks like he's going for some consistency in laps more than anything else. If Nexus is wanting to come out and do a fast run, he's going to have to do it soon.
Yeah, we're coming up to the 5-minute warning now, so we've got Big Hayes out on the track on his out lap, just about to come down into the final turn in sector 3. Brand new set of softs on.
Oh. Right, we'll follow on board with Hayes for this lap and see what he can accomplish, shall we? I'll keep you up to date on the sector times as well as he goes through the first corner.
Now, this is the most important sector. This is where you're going to lose a lot of time if you don't nail it.
I absolutely love this sector. He's half a second up on his previous time in sector 1. This is a daunting part of the circuit. If you lose the back end on that curve up there, that could be fatal. But great first sector from Hayes. Again, another crucial bit, double braking down the hill into the left-hander, and as I said earlier on, if you lock that inside left tyre, you could be in for a world of hurt. Your exit is crucial down this back straight. A little bit of a wiggle there from Hayes, but he seems to have it in line. We're just coming up to sector 3 in a second, so we'll see where he is. He's 1.1 seconds up on his fastest time, and he's nailed the apex into the final straight. One corner to go for Hayes, and then we'll see.
That was a perfect corner going onto this long straight.
It was. Down to third. Beautiful.
All his ERS has been used up for the lap. This is coming up to the line. I feel this is going to be a good time.
Is that 10th place? 10th place for Hayes with a 1:27.5. Extremely quick time. 3.5 minutes left of the session.
Still not as fast as his brother, though.
No, that could be a little bit of brotherly arguments later on. We've only got 5 drivers on track at the moment. They are Alex, King of Kart, Blaine, and Hayes. I think Hayes has just come out. Crustos. It's a bit confusing because I'm pretty sure there was only 4 as Alex comes into the pits. 3 minutes to go. If they're going to come out for a fast lap, they're going to do it now. Nexus has come out, but he's on a brand new set of mediums. Can't see a fastest lap coming from him on those. Hayes is just going about. He'll probably not be going for another fast lap. We'll have a little look at his sector 2 time to see if he's improved anywhere, but I doubt it. 2.5 minutes left of the session. Yeah, he's 1.3 down on his on his original time, so he's just burning some lap times up there.
Venom looks like he's going out for one final fast lap.
Yeah, looks like the same for Atom as well. Octopus is going for one final push. This is it. This is fast lap time. I'm going to stick on board with Octopus because he is currently the lead car on the track. Let's see how he's doing. He's on his out lap. Atom is also on his out lap. So I think these guys are going to they're going to be lucky to get this in time. 1 minute 50.
Venom. I think he's only literally just come out of the pit, so I think Venom's fastest lap will be the last lap of the session.
He's going to have to do it, yeah. He's going to have to cross that line in 1 minute 37 seconds time. So on board with Octopus as he starts his flying lap. Let's see if he can beat Atom to the top spot at the end of practice 2, which has been quite an eventful practice session, Silly.
It has indeed, yeah. It's been great entertainment.
Still seeing some drivers coming out the pits. I don't understand why. They don't have time to do a lap. Boandi, I
Venom is
believe.
definitely going to be the last car.
Boandi came out just in front of, and he's ruined Octopus's lap by the looks of things. Still 50 seconds to go.
My favourite moment of the session for this session was got to be the two Ferrari drivers jostling for 5 or 6 laps there in a practice session. It was great fun to watch.
Absolutely agree. That was hilarious fun. That was something to watch anyway for a practice session. Good on the lads for giving us a spectacle and what has actually been quite an entertaining practice 2 session. Yep, so I'm afraid to say that Boandi kind of ruined Octopus's fast run there. Hayes and King of Car, the Ferrari boys, they're in the pits. They're in the pits, and they got a 5-second time penalty for collision while being in the pits.
That's AI control, isn't it?
You can't script this. But that is the end of this session, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic practice 2 there. I've got high hopes for Sunday.
Yeah, same here. Atom, by the way, I don't know if you want to jump on board with him. His Sector 2 time was the 10th up on his fastest lap time.
Oh, yes.
And he's got time to beat this lap because he crossed the line before the end of the session.
Yes, indeed.
He's about to come across the line now. DRS is open.
Oh, 126, almost dead. Fantastic from Atom. 5/10 quicker than Octopus. That is unbelievable from the McLaren reserve driver. And what a way to end today's session.
Indeed.
Congratulations, Atom. Well deserved. Fantastic performance. And a fantastic performance to everyone who turned up this evening, not just to race but to follow the stream. We really do appreciate all the support we get. But we will be coming to an end there, ladies and gents. We will just put it as a very big thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed to the channel, please go ahead and do. Again, a big shout out to our new partners in Shadowverse Gaming. Go check them out on Facebook, follow the hashtag down below. And we look forward to seeing you at Sunday, 8 PM for qualifying and the main event itself. I think it's going to be extremely tantalising. I can't wait for it, silly.
I think it's going to be a sensational race. A lot of these drivers are very, very quick. Strategy is going to play a key role, especially between each individual teams, not alone without the whole race itself. It's going to be unbelievable.
It absolutely is. So, ladies and gents, thanks very much for watching. We will catch you all on Sunday, and take care till then. Good night.
Bye.